Hey now YouTube, Joey brings it back again. Cali coming at you from the west coast to best coast on this late evening, Sunday evening. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous weather. It must be 70 degrees right now with the nice breeze. Man, it doesn't get any better than that here in Cali. Going over my YouTube channel, I was going over my eBay accounts. You guys know what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm selling the baseball and football card collections. Not the whole collection, guys. A card here, a card there. Maybe about 10% of the collection. Trimming the fat, taking some money off the table. And as I go through my videos, the cards that I've been selling, I'm coming up with a theme, with something that's, man, I just want to bring it home. There might be a guy or two that will really appreciate this advice that I'm going to give, my philosophy, the way that I'm selling my cards, guys. What I want to talk about is know the value of your card. You know, you might think that's easy, but it's not always so black and white. Hey man, let's talk about it for 5-10 minutes. Let's get a quick video, guys. Hey, it's Joey Brings It. We're talking cards. West Coast, here we go. Let's get some music going on. Love listening to music while I'm doing my videos. Yeah, how about some of this? Some soundtracks from the 80s. Who remembers this? Yeah, listen to some of this soundtrack right here. Okay, guys, so what am I talking about? Know the value of your cards. I've been selling a lot of my 1979 Topps football set, all in a mint 9. I'm going to show you 5 cards that I just sold this week. Look at the gorgeousness, absolutely goodness of these cards, guys. From way back in the day, I purchased these like in 2008 maybe. From 2008 to 2011, I think, I was just pounding away at this set. I got to about 50%. And then, as happens to a lot of set builders, you lose steam. Your mind starts to wander. You know, it just is what it is. You get bored with the set. Then there might be a month or two when there's nothing available. There's nothing on eBay. There's nothing, you know, there's not always an avenue of where to get the cards you want. So I sold these this week. Look at that. Mike Webster, Hall of Famer, All-Pro, Mint 9. That's a gorgeous card, man. Part of that Steelers team that just dominated. Robert Brazile. I love it when these cards have that All-Pro emblem. Mint 9, Hall of Famer, Ron Saul, Redskins, All-Pro. Just totally awesome, man. And a couple of, you know, lesser-known players, what many might call the commons. Cleveland Elam from the 49ers, Barnes from the Colts, and Monty Jackson from the Raiders. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Know the value of your cards. So I have this listed on one of my eBay accounts, and I listed on there set break, and you know, a lot of that just triggers a lot of people, man. Start getting a lot of offers, a lot of emails, a lot of messages. And I got one guy who wanted to buy a bunch of them. He said he wanted to buy a big old load, maybe 30 cards, and he said he wanted to make a deal where he would pay me the SMR, you know, the whatever it says on the PSA website, plus 10%. So you might think, you know, what PSA says these cards are worth, plus 10%. I might go for that, right? He's going to buy 30 cards. But check this out, guys. That's what someone might do who maybe is in a rush, who maybe doesn't know that sometimes the PSA website, the SMR price, isn't the real going price. It just doesn't make sense. Heck yeah, man. More Vision Quest. You guys remember this movie, man? Killer. I was never a wrestler, but I just love sports movies from the 80s. Look at that guy from 16 Candles right there. Awesome, man. Love it. But back to the cards, guys. A guy offered me, like I said, SMR price, the PSA price plus 10% for like 30 cards. But I had already done my due diligence before I started selling all my cards. And this is what I'm talking about. Know the worth of your cards. So, Mike Webster, Hall of Famer. Guess what the SMR price is in a Mint 9? $10. So plus 10%, he offered me 11. Guess what I just sold this card for? $29.99 plus shipping on top. The Hall of Famer, Robert Brazil. Houston Oilers, badass team back in those times. Guess what the SMR price is? $5 in the PSA 9. It was $5 when I used to buy them all day long back in 2008. They were $5 and they're still $5 damn dollars. So he would offer me what? $5.50. Guess what I just sold that Robert Brazil? $24.99 plus shipping on top. Ron Saul, All-Pro guard, part of the Hogs. Again, SMR $5. I just sold it for $19.99. The Super Commons, Monte Jackson, $5 on the SMR. Just sold it for $19.99. Mike Barnes, $5 common on the SMR. Just sold it for $19.99. And Cleveland Elam, perennial best in his position. A lot of times All-Pro. I think the 78 card, he was an All-Pro. But he's a common. $5 on the SMR. And I just sold it for $14.99. I wrote all these down here. 1979 football PSA 9s. So this is what the SMR price was. $10, sold it for $29. $5, sold it for $24. $5, sold it for $19, and so on and so on and so forth. Know the value of your cards, guys. How can I explain this? Listen, if you're in a hurry, have someone else sell your cards for you. But if you love your cards, if you've spent a decade or more just collecting timelessly and putting so much effort and love into the hobby the way I have, you're not going to sell your cards just like that. So this is what I do on these cards. Let's say the Robert Brazil. That was one of the most shocking examples. This says $5 on the SMR. So what I did, first thing I did is I went to the current listings right now. Guess what? There isn't jack shit. There isn't jack of Robert Brazil and PSA. I think I found a 10 for like $100. There was like maybe a 6 for like $14. And I look at the sold listings. Nothing is sold in like 6 months. There just aren't any of these cards. There's a million of them raw. There just aren't any graded. So why am I going to sell this for what the SMR says, $5? So what I do to my cards, guys, I start the price high. About as high as I think I can get. I could probably get even higher if I really had the way a business does, a year or 2 year timetable to sell these cards. There's no hurry. I could have sold this for maybe $10 more. This one, instead of $29.99, maybe $44. $44.99. If I would have just put it on a buy it now and let it run for a year or two, a die-hard Steeler fan is gonna buy that Mike Webster. Guaranteed. But I don't want to wait a year or two. I want to sell, but I'm trying to get top dollar in 30 days, 60 days, and it's working out for me. Know the value of your cards. So I start high. And of course, not all my cards are selling. So if I started, I think I started with like 290 cards, and I've sold about 75 of them. But the ones that I'm selling, hey, just this week alone, this weekend, 6 of them, I'm getting top dollar for them. way over SMR. You know, we'll see what next week brings, what the week after brings. Know the value of your cards. At the end of the day, I'm going to sell about a third at maximum value over what most people would have listed these. Most people are going to make the mistake. In my opinion, it's a mistake, and I've learned. They'll start these at an auction. I saw a guy put an auction of about 50 PSA 10s out there, and they were selling on an average of 20, 25 bucks. I'm selling this, a PSA 9 for that price. And he's selling the PSA 10s because he auctioned them. I get it. He might be in a hurry. He just might be selling it for someone. I don't know. But he's not getting the full value of his cards. I'm trying to get the full value. So at the end of the day, after maybe 3 months, I'm going to have sold 30% of my 290 cards at maximum value. Then maybe I might stop dropping them. You guys remember that? Look at that. Damn, the 80s. I'm just listening to the songs from the soundtrack from this movie. Madonna in the Hizzle. Love it. All right, guys, I'm just going off on a tangent here. But you guys get the gist of what I'm talking about, right? I'm going to sell 30% of my cards at maximum value. The other 60% or so, I'll start thinking about maybe I'll leave the high price and then maybe start going with the best offer. And then hopefully sell another 25%, 25% more at 20% discount at the highest price. And then the last 40% or 30%, whatever's left, I may just lower it even more. And at the end of the day, the ones that totally didn't sell, maybe give those away in the auction. But that's kind of where I'm going at. Kind of trying to not necessarily explain, but I want to give a little bit of advice to one or two guys that may need it. Most of us that listen to my channel anyways, you guys know this stuff. But I want to have this on record too. My kids love watching my videos. A lot of my friends watch my videos. They don't know anything about cards. They just say it's fun learning about the hobby, especially when they have their kids that are getting into this. All right, guys, 12 minutes, rambling, rumbling, stumbling, bumbling, talking football cards, guys. But more importantly, talking about knowing the value of your cards. Man, I love these cards. Like I said, I love the cards with the All-Pro emblem. How in the heck am I going to give these cards away? Impossible. It's just not going to happen. The humanity, no can do, carnal. It's not going to happen, guys. Hey, it's your brother, Joey Brings It. We're talking cards, West Coast. I'm going to always give it to you the way I see it, the truth. Hey, man, I have a damn iPhone shooting videos. There's no fancy clip art. There's no fancy big old ass microphone in my face. There's no editing. There's no nothing. One take, talking cards, you and me. I love it, guys. Thanks a lot for supporting my channel. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys are well. Let's keep in touch. I'll see you guys on the next one. Joey Brings It. Kelly.